Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ron's Wisdom Wednesday. I got an email this past week from a guy named Glenn, and he asked a question that I get quite often. He said that he had studied my seminar in a box. He liked the fact that it was real easy to understand and had been simplified for him, but he felt that something was missing. He wasn't quite ready to get started. He was real hesitant. He was having some anxiety. And quite frankly, what that normally translates into is a little fear of getting started. You always feel like you need to know more. There's something missing that people are successful have and you don't. It reminded me of an email that I wrote a couple years back concerning this very topic, and so I printed out the email, and I'd like to read just an excerpt of it for you, because I think it really can help you if you're having trouble getting started with maybe a weight loss program, or maybe learning how to play an instrument, or starting a new business, or possibly get involving in probate real estate. There's always some hesitancy to get started. And let me tell you a little story that I wrote, or read to you a little story that I wrote. As I said before, right out through these blinds here we've got closed today, there's a large 100-year-old oak tree, and I wrote about that tree as things that I've observed over the years watching it. And I said, now that the vast majority of the 17 gazillion leaves that are normally on the tree have fallen into my backyard, I can watch the major owners of that tree, two gray squirrels, as they scurry about each day gathering what's left of food in the tree. As they leap from branch to branch, I've noticed one thing. Oftentimes they end up at the end of a branch, and it can be no more than half an inch in diameter, and as they hit that end, the branch begins to bend, and they are rapidly heading towards the ground. And this is 30, 40, 50 feet in the air. I've often thought, don't miss, Mr. Squirrel. Oops, I've seen it happen. I'm sorry. Every once in a while, one does hit the ground and shakes himself up and starts all over again. But normally, a strange thing happens while the branch is quickly bending. The little squirrel jumps and catches another scrawny branch, and off he goes searching more food and having fun. So I got to thinking, how did that young squirrel ever get the courage to make his first jump? Did Mama Squirrel stand on the ground promising to catch him if he fell? Did the squirrel fire department show up with little squirrel nets just in case our young boy misjudged? I don't think so. What probably happened is he had seen Mom and Dad do the jumps before, so he believed he could do it himself. If they can do it, I can do it. You need to believe before you can achieve. Belief is the basis for all achievement, even in the squirrel world. So how does that translate to us as humans? Well, back in 1948, a guy named Claude M. Bristol wrote a book titled The Magic of Believing. This book has been printed thousands and thousands of times. And if I can give you the ultimate Cliff Notes version of all of Mr. Bristol's hard work, here's what he says in that book. You create your reality through the power of your beliefs. You need to believe it before you can achieve it. Now, Bristol called this a royal secret that very few comprehend or ever grasp, but those who do achieve beyond their wildest dreams. So what he's saying is, just like the squirrel, you've got to believe you can do it before you start. If it involves probate real estate, let's take that example because I'm very familiar with it. If it involves real estate investing of any kind, you'll never know enough. Even after 30, 35 years of doing this, I'm learning things every day. So I encourage you to take that first jump. Take that first leap of faith and get started. Don't wait until you have everything in place, or you will never get started. So believe you can achieve it, and you will. Get started, learn as you go along. You'll make a couple of mistakes, but you can always recover from them. So that's it for this week. We'll talk to you again next week. Bye now.